Have you ever found yourself waiting for the absolute perfect moment to do something? You wait, and then you watch that opportunity just sail right by. Well, today we're going to dive into a story that really shows us the hidden and sometimes massive price of hesitating. This quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head for today's story. The right time never comes. The time that is now is the right time. It's such a powerful reminder, isn't it? It shows how we can miss out on these huge, life-changing moments, all because we were waiting for a slightly better deal or a more convenient day. All right, let's get into it. Our story is called The Glistening Stones Journey, and it starts out in a small, pretty ordinary village. So picture this. A simple laborer is out digging one day, and he finds this shiny, interesting-looking stone. He has absolutely no clue what he's just found, so he does what anyone would do, right? He just thinks it looks cool and ties it around his donkey's neck like a little ornament. Okay, so as the laborer and his donkey are making their way through the village, that glistening stone happens to catch the eye of a local shopkeeper. He's intrigued, He sees this curious rock and thinks, there might be something to this. So he offers to buy it. And the price for this treasure that nobody even knows is a treasure yet? A measly 50 rupees. The shopkeeper is pretty happy with his new find, takes the stone, and just hangs it up on his weighing scale as a new decoration for the shop. But this is where things take a huge turn. A jeweler, an expert in gems, happens to be visiting the shop, and his trained eye spots the stone immediately. He knows exactly what he's looking at. This isn't just some shiny rock, it's a priceless diamond. So the jeweler, he's trying to play it cool, right? He can't let on that this thing is worth a fortune. He casually asks the shopkeeper how much he wants for it. And the shopkeeper, well, he just remembers he paid 50 rupees for it and thinks about a fair profit. He figures, hey, I'll just double my money. So he asks for 100 rupees. I mean, can you imagine? For a priceless diamond, that is, without a doubt, the deal of a lifetime. But here is where greed and hesitation totally derail everything. The jeweler knows this diamond is worth an absolute fortune, but he thinks he can squeeze out an even better deal. That little voice in his head says, why pay 100 when you can probably get it for less? So what does he do? He counters with an offer of just 80 rupees. The shopkeeper, though, he's not budging. He holds firm at 100. And the jeweler thinks, whatever, he'll come around. I'll just swing by tomorrow and pick it up for 80. He literally walks away so confident that waiting is going to save him a measly 20 rupees. And that right there, that is the exact moment his fortune slips away. And that one tiny decision brings us to the most painful part of our story, the jeweler's costly mistake. Because you won't believe it, that very same evening, fate brings a second jeweler into that same shop. And just like the first guy, he sees the diamond, and his jaw drops. He knows its incredible value, but his reaction? Completely different. This second jeweler, he doesn't hesitate. He doesn't try to haggle. Nope. He immediately pays the asking price, 100 rupees, and walks out the door with the diamond. Opportunity seen, opportunity seized. Simple as that. So, fast forward to the next morning. Our first jeweler strolls back in, feeling all smug and ready to close his amazing deal. He looks up at the weighing scale and it's gone. The diamond is just gone. He frantically asks the shopkeeper, where is it? The shopkeeper calmly explains that he sold it. The jeweler, absolutely furious, starts calling the shopkeeper a fool for selling it so cheaply. And that's when the shopkeeper delivers this absolutely devastating line. You are a bigger fool than I am. I did not know it was a diamond, but you did, yet you lost it just to save 20 rupees. Oof. Wow. So what can we all take away from that painful mistake? Let's break down the 3 great lessons from the story. Okay, first, being frugal is a great quality, but it has its limits. Our jeweler was so hyper-focused on saving a tiny amount of money that he completely lost sight of the massive fortune he was about to gain. Second, you have to seize the moment. An opportunity you have right now is always, always better than some slightly better one you might get tomorrow. And third, and this one is so important, act now. Procrastination is the ultimate thief of opportunity. That perfect moment is a myth. The only right time is right now. To really let this sink in, I want you to think about one last analogy. I call it, don't miss your train. Think about it for a second. What if every big opportunity in your life was like a train pulling into the station? This is exactly what the jeweler did. His train was right there, on the platform, ready to go. But instead of jumping on, he stood there arguing over the ticket price. He was hoping a better, cheaper coach might show up tomorrow. But what happens when you do that? The train leaves without you. And once it's gone, that moment is gone forever.
So what's the big takeaway here? I think it's captured perfectly in this final thoughts. Be patient, be grateful, and move forward in life. Don't let a little bit of hesitation over a small gain cost you the journey of a lifetime. And that leaves me with one last question for you. What diamond might you be hesitating on right now?